Hello, I'm Miss Ross. I am going to share a little bit of information about how to access Canvas and a few other online tools that we use in this class. So I teach language arts. When your student is logged into Canvas, he or she will see a list of their courses. We'll click on language arts. Here's the home page. You can find that by just clicking there on home as well. My page has my email, my phone number, our school phone number actually, and then the course disclosure where you can click and there's a link to that. So if you want to know some of the things we'll be doing in class this year, you can access that information. Then there are several buttons that would be useful to use. One is PowerSchool, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. Then we have Power Up. So students are given a planner every week to fill out what we do in class and what they do in all of their classes really, as well as a place for them to record the amount of time they spend reading. On the back of the planner there is a spot for them to write the time they read their chapter book at home. They should be reading about an hour a week. More is always better for sure. And then about 40 minutes on the Lexia Power Up program. So you click on that button and here's the login, the place to log in, the username and password. The students have really a list of usernames and passwords that they have for school in their binder. It's kind of an important paper. It's yellow and it's also in a sheet protector. So this is a great program. Please have your students use it. Then Mastery Connect is where they access and where they take tests. There will be a code. Teacher provides the student with a code. They click here, they put in the code, and then they're all set to take the test. Utah Compose can be accessed here. Again, they have the username and password in their binder on their sheet. And let's hope we don't need to use the Zoom. But I was going to show you how to access daily lessons. And for my course, I found what works best for me is to put things on the calendar. So if your students click on the calendar, they'll see what we have each day. Unfortunately, your student's calendar looks a bit more cluttered than mine because they have several classes. Let's just take a look. If we were to click on, sorry about that, each item, and we can open it up a little bit bigger. So on this assignment, the directions are there. It tells students how to submit the assignment, the directions. The directions are really important. That's, I give directions all day long. And unfortunately, students don't read them typically very well. So this is the big part that they may need help with. Any other assignments? Here's another one. Journal notes that we took, they might look a little bit more like this, and there's a link. Directions might be long, they might be short depending on the day. Here are the notes. This one was a PDF. So we added this to our journal. We click out of that. They're just depending on what we do in class, the directions are dependent on that. So we've got a lot of notes here. There are some examples for what the notes should look like after they put them in their journal and what's inside them, things like that. Okay. So that's how, again, the daily work can be found on the calendar. If your student missed a day or multiple days, they can always go back to a month. There's October, back in second quarter, these are the things we did. We also have modules, and modules are helpful when students maybe got a little bit behind. They can find just all of the book reports included there. This is what we're working on now, is characterization. I always move the most recent, or the current, I guess, module to the top. So the thing at the top is what we're working on at the moment, and the older things are at the bottom. So newest at the top, oldest at the bottom. The other place where students should look for what work they have done is in grades. So right here, if you click on that, and then there should be a list for the quarter. Make sure it's on the right quarter there. And then all of the assignments are linked there. And your students' work may look a little bit different. There may be some little symbols here, like where it says status, and it would say, that it's been turned in, or if it hasn't been and it's missing, I flag it, and there will be a little indicator there that says missing. There will also be a score of some sort. There may be check marks. Some things if they did it, they earn credit. Other things earn a more specific score. So maybe have your students show you their grades weekly would be very, very helpful. And then if you notice, knowing that everything's linked, you can just click right there. Oh, that didn't work very well. You can go back into the assignment, or you can access it through modules. So the Exploring Mood Frankenstein was one. So I'd go to Exploring Mood Frankenstein. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong module. And there it is. It even shows the due date, or the date we did it. So that's helpful for paying attention to dates that your child misses class. The other place where if we go back to the home page, so because we do standards-based grading, we don't count every single assignment thing we do in class toward the grade, but we do count assessments toward the grade. The practice is kept here in Canvas and is in the modules, and then the proof that your student knows the content is in PowerSchool. So in order to check a final grade, you click on that. I won't click there because it will show everyone's grade, and I don't want to do that. But when you go into PowerSchool, you'll see a screen, not that one, that has like a giant report card. And you click on the letter grade that the student is earning in that class, and you scroll down a bit, and then it will show the things that we're grading toward the final grade. These are things like quizzes. If you see here, we've got a tone and mood quiz, book reports, essays. There's another assessment. We'll have a few others in there. You'll also notice planners, and planners are the reading homework, reading the 60 minutes in chapter book and 40 minutes of Power Up each week, but those are not counting as much toward the grade as like an assessment. They only count towards our responsibility standard. So that's what you'll see in PowerSchool. So the practice work is in Canvas, and the final grade will be included in PowerSchool. So please be aware of that, and we'll show their final grade. I hope this helps. One other thing I'd like to let you know about is I do my very best, and I have my grades updated as much as possible, typically every Monday by 3 p.m. And